Welcome back, you guys, to my channel. I really don't know why I just did that thing. It was so ugly. But yeah, back to my channel. And today we're going to do a story time. You guys can tell by the video what this story's going to be about. Yeah. Snakes. Snakes. But to get it started, I'm going to give you guys a little backdrop history on how, so you guys can understand things from point A to point B, okay? Because if I just start where it started, then you guys wouldn't understand and why I feel like this person is a snake. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the video. IG? Alright. No. Let's get into the video. Okay. Ooh, that was ugly. Okay, so where do I start? Well, let's start by, okay, so back in, when I was young doing this, so don't ask me why I was doing this and, what was the purpose of it, because I honestly just was being fast, and I don't know, I was just being fast. So, there was, this little dating thing growing up that my brothers used to be on, and I always knew about it, so me and my friends would get on this little thing and, prank people and just, troll them, basically. So, let's see, I'm gonna name this girl. I'm gonna name this girl. I don't even know what I'm gonna name her. I'm gonna name this girl. I'm gonna name this girl Lacey. How about that? That's gonna be her name. Her name's gonna be Lacey. And then the guy's name is gonna be Jack. Okay? So, me and Lacey one day, we used to always hang out all the time, literally. And me and Lacey one day was on this little thingy and was talking to guys. And I ended up meeting this one guy, and I was kind of shy, back then growing up. I think I was probably 14, 15, I don't know. But I was shy talking to people, so I would make my friends call me to meet up with guys. And that's what normal people would do, you know. A lot of girls would do that growing up. So one day, I made her call me to meet this guy. I made her call me, and this other girl, her name is going to be Ashley. Okay, so it was her and Ashley with me, and he brought his cousins with him. Okay, so we meet up, I see the guy, I take off running, literally. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I took off running, and I was basically scared. So those guys stayed behind, and they was like, what's wrong with Carnicia? She's scary, blah, 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 blah. So the whole time I was nervous because I was like, oh man, this guy's really not going to talk to me now, because I literally just blew it. I don't know why I ran. And for years, he literally, I promise you, for years, he teased me about it. Even my friend, they all teased me about it. So I just kind of came to the conclusion that I was never gonna let that they was never gonna let that memory die down. Okay, so fast forward, me and this guy's dating now, and we probably was dating for a year and a half, 2 years or whatever. And during this time, me and this girl still friends, right? So the whole time that I'm talking to the guy, we would have our problems, and he would we would break up off and on, and we'll just have little kid problems. So I will be talking to her, and the whole time she's like, oh, don't talk to this boy, you know, he's a camel, he's ugly, I don't even know what you see in him, blah blah blah. So we still I didn't really care about what nobody was saying. I still just liked him for his own self, so I just went ahead and dated him. Okay, years, me and him was dating still, and I guess I tried to hook him up with I tried to hook up, okay, so I tried to hook up Lacey with his homeboy, and I just did it because we both, I was dating him, and I was just like, why not you date him? But that never ended up working out. So years go by, and she ends up talking to him. By the way, this guy that I'm talking about, he's passed away now, so rest in peace to him. But so, and I knew him too. I grew up with this guy too, in school and stuff like that. So we was already cool. And every time we would see each other, me and him would always beef. But it was just friendly beef. I don't know why we beef so hard. And it's I think it was more mainly the fact, the reason, because you know how you're dating someone. I thought that the guy I was dating wasn't that attractive, and his homeboy was more attractive. So I was like, okay, he's gonna have the hoes, okay? He gonna be having girls around this guy, so let me hook him up with one of my homegirls so that, you know, I can kind of know what's going on. But okay, time goes by, and like Lacey and the guy that I was dating, they become hella close. And I was just, I think it's, yeah, Jack. Lacey and Jack become hella close. And I was just like, you know, that's weird. I'm not going to say nothing. I would never, you know, talk to anybody that you even talk to, because I just think it's kind of weird. Like, I would feel weird talking to my so-called sister, like I said, quote-unquote sister's ex-boyfriend. So, you guys, I was so devastated. But so time go on, and me and this guy would like talk, and we would text like off and on, and I grew up. Like, now let's fast forward. I am probably like, I think I was like, I don't know exactly how old I think I was like 23 or something like that, 24. And I was going through like some really like bad times, and I was like going through like really deep depression, and he lived down the street from me, so we would talk often, and he would come and pick me up and things. And mind you, like the whole time, like Lacey would be telling me, like, sometimes she'll be like, oh, I seen Jack, and then I'll be like, oh, you did, what did he say, blah blah blah. So I think she kind of knew that I had a crush on him still, because I kind of told her 2 years down the line. But she's like, I guess, oh yeah, we're just friends, we just hang out, blah blah blah. So again, time goes by, and me and him are still texting. So he ends up talking to another one of these, a girl that I know, and I'm gonna name her Ashley. So he dates Ashley, and I'm talking to him at the same time during this, and I was just like, that's weird, let me, you know, figure this out. So we figured it out. Me and him stopped talking like as on that level, and her and him stopped talking on that level. So I was just like, good, I got my way, kinda, you know, I really don't care. And one day, like, me and him got into like this really bad argument. He was like, I don't know why you care, like, who I talk to, we don't date, blah blah blah. And I was just like, yeah, you're right, like, I don't know why I'm mad. So we, like I said, we stopped being friends. And the girl Lacey, we would talk off and on. Like, I still would hang out with her, like, we would do things like every now and then, whatever. And she would just act like, you know, like it was nothing there. She would act like they're just friends. Like, everything that I would think about, like, that they're doing, it's not like, you know, she'd be like, oh, you know, I would never date him, we're close, and I don't see how you can look at me like that, and blah 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 blah. So one day he texted me, and he's like, oh, I like Lacey. And I was like, that's a little weird. That's my sister, so why would you like my sister? Like, that's hecka weird. I was like, I'm not talking to you no more. And then during that time, like, we always was like, oh, that's my husband, that's my wife. So I would text him like, oh, I'm divorcing you, blah blah blah, because I kind of thought that was like a little weird. So again, a little bit more time go by, and one day I ended up like going. I lived in like this place called Kent, and he lived on this beach called Alki. So one day he came and picked me up, and I went to his house, and we spent the night. I spent the night there, and like, we didn't do nothing. Like, literally, like, we laid in the same bed, we didn't touch each other. Well, he wanted to, but I was just like, no, I'm not off that, like, you know, whatever. And he freaking, like, I guess he took that as a sign of me not liking him or whatever, not attracted to him, because I just wasn't, like, you know, off that. And so we stopped talking again. But again, like I was telling you guys, during this time we would text each other, and we would be talking like off and on. He'll be like, how are you doing, and blah blah blah. And I'll text him like, oh, I'm divorcing you, I haven't talked to you in a long time, like, you know, I'll tell him that kind of stuff. So in my mind, I thought that we were still cool, like, you know, I just didn't think that things would have went the way it went. So and now more time goes by, and literally, my mom ends up getting like real sick in the hospital. She goes to the hospital. Lacey comes to the hospital, and she's like up there hanging out with me and stuff like that too. So I was like, oh, you know, we still have that bond like this, even though we don't hang out like that all the time. So I know I'm saying this a lot. Again, time goes by, but it was just like, you know, we stopped hanging out. We didn't talk like as much as we did in the past because we grew up and we just grew apart, kind of like. But we always knew that, you know, this was always gonna be this way. So I thought, but my grandma would like tell me too, growing up, like, oh, that girl, she's crazy. I don't think that you should be friends with her. She's not a friend, and I really don't know. Like, you know, she would just tell me a lot of things about her, and I just never listened to her because I was like, grandma, she's quiet. Like, um, you know, I was just thinking maybe, but in my mind, like now that I'm growing up, listen to that kind of stuff when your grandparents tell you things they know. They've been here before. I promise you, they're not gonna lie to you. But it's like you have to figure it out by yourself. So, um, time goes by, so now the next time I see her is at her dad's funeral, and she's like, oh yeah, maybe we should hang out, we can go out, blah 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 blah. And mind you, I haven't talked to him in a long time now. I haven't even talked to him, I haven't texted him or anything. I wasn't really focused on him or anything. So when I did talk to him, I was just like, oh man, you heard Lacey's dad passed away. I was like, I feel so sorry. Like, we was talking, and we kind of, like, had, like, he's like, yeah, I've been hanging out with her because of that, and blah, blah, blah. And so, I literally was just like, okay, like, we just talked. Like, I didn't understand. Like, if you guys was hanging out on that level, I couldn't get mad at the moment because I knew that they were friends. Like, they would tell me that, but they both will also tell me, oh, yeah, I would never take it to that level because I don't look at her like that, and he don't look at her like that. So, one day I got this message, and it was like, I don't even know if I could find the message, but if I could find it, I'm gonna post it like right here or whatever. So one day I got this message, and he was like, I need to talk to you. And I was like, what's up? Because we would talk, like I said, out of the blue, like every now and again. So he hit me up. He's like, oh, I need to talk to you. And I was just like, what's up? He was like, me and Lacey been hanging out, and I like her, and we're dating. And I was just like, what? And he's like, yeah, I just wanted to tell you that because of blah 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 blah. And I was just like, oh, okay, that's how you guys doing things. So I text her, and I was just like, I was like, so you talked to Jack? What's going on with that? Like, that's weird. So she's like, no, we're just friends. He's just been there for me since my dad passed away, and, you know, we're just cool. And I was just like, okay. And that's how I was thinking in my head. I was just like, girl, no, I'm playing. But I was just thinking that. So I was just like, okay. So I said to her, I texted her back, and I was just like, well, if you guys was off that, I would hope you would tell me because we're closer than that. I would never do anything like that to you, and blah, 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 blah. Because I just wouldn't do that to my friends. Like, that's one thing I would never, ever do. Even if I don't talk to you anymore, I still just would feel weird talking to someone that you talk to because we are friends, and we both shared things with each other. And, like, in this case, we was more than friends. We was like sisters. We had took pictures in the past together. Like, even at her dad's funeral, we just took a picture together. And it was just weird because I thought that we were better than that. So for him to text me and say, oh yeah, me and him's dating, I kind of felt like, you know, it should have came from her first because I'd known her all my life. And this guy, you know, is just freaking trying to fuck up friendship, which it did. So, she's just like,
no, we're just cool. Like I said, we're just hanging out because he's been there for me since my dad passed away and blah, blah.
So I was just like, whatever. And then so she texted me back
again. She's like, yeah, well, me and him is dating, and I don't know how I literally fell for him, but we're together and blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, you guys are both whack. You and you too, and literally delete my number. I will never talk to either one of you guys again. And I just think that it was kind of messed up. Yeah, it was really messed up because I was like, how dare you? Like, we just had a conversation. You could have told me this when you invited me to go out with you to the club. What was you gonna do? Have me go out with you and you guys be there together? Like, weird. And it's just also weird because, yeah, so it's just also weird because she knew things about me, and we also shared conversations about other situations that was, like, you know, close to this one. So she knew that, and I was just like, wow, like, I just don't know. My mind was just literally blown. So I stopped talking to him. At the end of the day, I stopped talking to him. I stopped talking to her because I'm not going to just stop talking to one person. And it's not because of a guy. It's literally the respect thing. Like, I would probably treat the situation different had it been a friend. But this person is more like my sister. So I was like, that's weird. And again, for you not to tell me, like, I thought we was close, girl. Like, that's what I was feeling. So like I said, I stopped talking to both of them guys and I moved on. So now in present day, I still don't talk to neither one. One day, like, I was on like my Instagram and I was I was freaking posting pictures or whatever, and he liked my pictures, and I was just like, what are you liking my pictures for? We're not cool. Like, get off my page. I'm finna block you. I don't understand why you're not blocked yet. Like, you should have been blocked. But yeah, that was just a really bad situation for me. And yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really that bad. I wasn't really that mad. I was just like weirded out because I just found out in 2018 that these guys are dating, and like literally we've both of these guys, I've been friends with you guys like for like a half a decade. So why you guys couldn't tell me? Like, why you guys had to wait and hide things? And I don't know, I just kind of feel like it was a little sneaky snake situation. Like, literally, like, you know them snakes that be slithering around and you never really know? Like, literally, I felt like that was a sneaky snake situation, and I should have listened to my grandma, but I didn't. Literally, that was bad. So my advice to you people that are going through or that went through a similar situation is literally, like, if this person can date this person, and if this person is literally like your freaking family, then X that person and X that person, because you don't need them in your life, and they was never your friend in the first place. And like, you just can't trust them. Sure that if you guys decided to be friends, like me and her, if me and her was to decide to be friends again, like, it would never be the same. I probably would never hang out with her. I probably would never talk to her. It wouldn't even be a friend situation. It'd be more like associate. And literally, I probably wouldn't even be an associate with that person anymore, because that was a snaky situation, y'all. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. And would you be friends with the person still? Would you talk to the person still? Because me personally, I don't know. I just don't do that's not cool. You guys need to learn better and do better. And I know it probably sounds weird, but it's only weird to me because this person literally was there when I met this person. Lacey was there when I met Jack. Lacey was there like during everything. Like, she was always like, even when like I would hang out with him back in the day, I would go meet up with him, she'll be there with me. So that was why I felt like it's weird. I don't know, but you guys let me know what you guys feel about this situation, and I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. Just hit the post notification bell, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all I want you guys to do. But yeah, like I said, I want you guys to give me some feedback. Tell me what you guys feel. Am I overreacting? Should I let the situation go? It's 2019 now, so what should I do? But I hope you guys like this video. Thank you. I'm out of here. Bye, guys.